Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and this will be a follow-up on Mr. Sakurai's final presentation of Sora from Kingdom Hearts. So, of course, I already gave my thoughts about Sora. Like I said, it was a shocker. At the same time, it kind of makes sense. Everything was in line of why Sora should be considered the last DLC character for Fighter Pass 2 and for Super Smash Ballot Ultimate. So it makes sense that it's a big deal. Because we've been following Smash Bros. Game in the past. Usually the last character should be like a big wowzer. And for a while it was like that, but until I think I'm gonna go with the Wii U, but kind of fix it with the DLC. And then probably the same deal also with Ultimate. So in the case with Smash Bros. 64, Ness was the last guy to be unlocked. And again, legendary characters, a legacy character, Earthbound, popular. So that's why he was the last character to unlock. In Melee, it's Mr. Game & Watch. So very, very retro, not even a console character, it's a Game & Watch. That's before the NES, so again, uber retro. And then it's a little bit tricky with Brawl. It's actually two characters that you unlock. One is Rob, another legacy character that's not a video game, but an accessory, but Gyromite and Stack Up. And of course, Sonic, the second, third-party character for Brawl. And then when it comes to the Wii U, okay, before the hidden characters, yes, Shulk was the last one. I think kind of makes sense because again, something new, Monolith, Nintendo just bought them. Before that, they were independent. And then you unlock the character. The last person you unlock is Duck Hunt Dog. So again, kind of makes sense. Another special retro because that's a legacy character. And then, of course, the DLC is Bayonetta because of the Smash Ballot. But of course, there's more than meets the eye now, thanks to Sakurai's story. But Bayonetta, an M-rated character, was actually fitted on Super Smash Bros. Wii U. And then when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it is kind of shoddy a bit because number 69, Incineroar, was the last character to be revealed. So you say, oh, that's kind of weird there. However, they have a promo that if you buy the game within a certain time, I think 2 months, then you get Piranha Plant for free if you just register the game. I did. So number 70, again, it's a potato situation, whatever, but it is what it is there. And then when it comes to the Fighter Pass, yes, it is unfortunate that Byleth was number 5 for the Fighter Pass number 1, but of course, Sakurai mentioned Fighter Pass number 2, and that's when Sora, basically the last character, and came full circle. Great choice there. So, yeah, I mean, to some extent, you decide, but I have to admit that to some extent, the very last character that ever revealed in any Smash game has always been a legacy or a very impact character there. So, just my 2 cents about that. So, when it comes to Sora, it is a big deal. Why? One, this character, if you've been following the Smash storyline, Sora was the number 1 request time and time and time again. More than Banjo, more than Bayonetta, more than whoever you think about it, Sora was actually number 1. Ever since his first game, Kingdom Hearts on the PS2 exclusively came out, people wanted it. They said, oh, Sora should be in Smash. It's going to be so awesome. So, I mean, people even said maybe on Melee, which probably not because Melee came really early. But in Brawl, people said, oh, Sora should be there. It'll be awesome. Oh, maybe Sora should be on the Wii U 3DS. It'll be awesome. And like, people keep harping Sakurai. Sora. So, again, when he said on the presentation that he was the very most requested character, he's not lying. So that's a very impact about that one. And again, the second reason is Pandora's Box. Yes, he is a video game character. Yes, he's associated with Square Enix due to the development. They're the one that created the game. However, that's why it's a little bit tricky. Kingdom Hearts It's a collaboration of Square Enix and Disney, but a lot of people said that Disney owns for the Disney characters and the Kingdom Hearts original character. Disney has most control to some extent, maybe full control, but again, it's kind of like not really 100% accurate at 100% that they have it. Some people said 90%, but the bottom line is mostly they have control, not Square Enix. When it comes to the Final Fantasy character in Kingdom Hearts, that's Square Enix there. But yeah, like Sora, Riku, Kairi, Axel, Roxas, Ventus, Aqua, Terra, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, Disney has more control. They possess them more than Square Enix. That's the big deal. That's what's the big Pandora's box. So you can say, well, maybe it's a Disney game. It's an original video game, Disney game. Possibly, but they have actually an original Disney game, but they're not really that intriguing or worth checking out, except for Kingdom Hearts. Just saying there. So that's the Pandora box there. So you kind of see that Sakurai was very, very careful when it comes to the trailer, the character, what they offer, that they only reference Kingdom Hearts, nothing about Disney, just Kingdom Hearts. And a lot of people, and you must say, oh, they're just joking, this is like a meme. To some extent, it's probably not a meme that when they showed that Mickey symbol on Sora's Keyblade, the keychain part, that probably cost Nintendo $50,000 or more dollars just to show that, just to able to use it as a design for the Keyblade. Because I would probably think that they modify Sora's Keyblade and make it a Smash Brother Keyblade with a Smash Brother logo than the Mickey Mouse. But no, they went to Mickey Mouse. So like, holy crap. So you can see a lot of the restriction here. And like I said, I want to give credit to Matt from Yo Video Game, because he's the one basically can explain everything, that he had a feeling that probably it's going to be very expensive. That's why if you notice the Mii costume were, like I said in my previous video, underwhelming, because Octoling hat, Jude hat, why Splatoon? I mean, granted, probably promoting Splatoon 3 to some extent, and then you got Doomslayer from Doom. I mean, yeah, but at least it kind of makes sense that Doom guy, Doomslayer, is the last Mii costume ever. So again, they ended with a bang at least. But you kind of notice, like, not so much. Like, wow, this is like so underwhelming, because my guess is a lot of the budget for Fighter Pack number 11 probably just went for negotiation, not even for the development, not even for design the character. It's all negotiation to say, can we use this? Can we use that? Can we use X, Y, and Z? And like Matt even said, they probably had a feeling that when they did the trailer, Disney was saying, okay, approve, disapprove, I approve, can't do that, can't do that. They should know, because here's the thing, they used to work from company that deals with this. And again, another one is that if you follow your video game with Online Warrior with Marvel vs. Capcom Origin, oh my gosh, again, with Disney, to some extent, or just Marvel, they had a lot of restriction. Matt explained it, Max explained it, you probably can find it on YouTube. So they can understand a lot of the ins and outs about what's allowed, what's not allowed, license issues. So you might also say, to some extent, why do people keep saying that Sora is a license hell issue, but it's a video game character for Square Enix? Like I said before, Disney owns Kingdom Hearts to some extent. And of course, you're dealing with two companies. First of all, Square Enix. They are selfish prick to some extent. Okay, guess what? Disney, far worse. They're far worse. Whether you like it or not, there have been stories of Disney basically giving cease and desist to people. One story that I heard when I was at college is a friend of mine told a story that there's this like a nursery school, and they decided to just paint the wall with Disney characters. That's it. And apparently someone saw it, and then a Disney rep came up and said, yeah, you gotta remove that, you can't have that in the wall, you have no permission. I'm like, mother frick, are you serious? It's like dude, they're like plugging your shit and you don't like that. And yeah, they don't like that. And another example that I heard is that when you do cosplay, when push comes to shove, apparently you're not allowed to cosplay Disney characters. Again, I don't know if it's true or not, but I know I heard stories that some places they tried to cosplay Disney characters and yeah, they told them you're not allowed to. Again, oh my gosh. That's how prick Disney is to some extent. I'm not a Disney fan, but I do play Disney game. I did Disney Infinity. It's okay for what it is. Like I said, Kingdom Hearts, the Disney Capcom Afternoon Collection, hard but fun. DuckTales that Wayward did also. So again, it depends on what the game is. But like I said, I'm not really a big fan of Disney. I do watch the cartoons. And of course now with Marvel and Star Wars, but that's a different story there. So that's why to some extent a lot of people said it's a license chaos because you're not dealing with one licensor. You're dealing with two licensors. So again, and that's a big deal of why Sora. So again, most requested character since Melee. Second, it's opening another Pandora's box because it's not just a video game character, it's owned by Disney. And you never know, maybe whoever does the next Smash Brother, they can put in Disney character this time. Who knows? So, Smash Ballot. So for people who follow this, it was introduced in 2015, the Smash Ballot. And the idea is just put some random name you want. And the idea by the end, I think either September, October, fall of 2015, is they're going to calculate and see who's the number one pick. And by doing that is, they're going to see the name, they're going to calculate it, and there you go. And then by the final presentation for Smash Wii U, it was revealed that it was Bayonetta. So people said, what, really Bayonetta? And then they kind of show some sort of statistic that Bayonetta was number one chosen in Europe, and in both Japan and in the US, it was on the top 5. Kind of makes sense because Bayonetta is popular. And one of the questions they asked that Sora, the company, the developer, they asked them, hey, can we see the list, the result? And unfortunately they said that, yeah, we're not gonna do that. And a lot of people at the time like, what the hey, dude, that's kind of dickish. Like, dude, Sakurai, that's kind of jerky. But then he kind of balked it and just ignored the situation. Because a lot of people did demand to some extent to say, show the result, this kind of BS, whatever. But he wouldn't do it. And at the time, people didn't know about it. Why? And then later on, like I said, credit to Source Gaming and Papagenos, they actually did a video about like Bayonetta was being developed even before the ballot was announced. So people said, what the fudge is going on here? That doesn't make sense. This is kind of horseshit. Like, what the hey, dude? So again, at the time, no one knew what's going on. Like even, like I said, I missed this guy on YouTube. Erika even did a video about it and they said, man, that's messed up with Sakurai. And of course, Sakurai mumps the word, respected the company, and I'll explain that later. No explanation, whatever. And at the time, I was like, man, that's kind of messed up there. So moving to the present in 2021, Sakurai finally explained about the Smash Ballot, and he revealed that Sora was the number one. Sora, the most requested character ever to be in a Smash game. And he even said that, yeah, that they had to sort of manipulate the ballot to some extent, not wrongly, because he also said in 2015 that it will be the number one pick that is obtainable, reasonable, and makes sense, easy to put in the game in Super Smash Bros. Wii U. And Bayonetta just kind of makes sense, and it's just easy. One, Sega probably just doesn't give a shit to some extent. Platinum kind of needs some marketing for Bayonetta, so yeah, why not just put in Bayonetta there? So there you go. Kind of makes sense that Bayonetta, but still, like people said, kind of weird. Now you're gonna see why. Because Sora, because probably at a time that Sora was actually hard. And another story is that like there was apparently, again, according to Matt, that his theory is, I probably agree with him, that there probably at one point either in Ultimate or even heck in Wii U that they want to put Sora in Smash, but Square Enix said, sure, no problem to some extent. However, Disney said, no, you cannot put Sora in Smash. So they're like, oh, shit. And then again, probably a lot of people guessed, including Matt said, again, giving him credit, because I heard the story is that Sakurai probably tried it again second time, gave a better offer to put Sora in the game, and push came to shove in 2021, they said, fine, we'll put him in the game, but you have to pay us a lot of money, and we have to tell you what restriction you can do for Kingdom Hearts. So, again, like, well, whatever. So they finally did it. So another story is, how come they never revealed it? And Sakurai finally revealed the reason, and he did say that because he kind of felt that if they revealed the list, that the fans, the people, the toxic fan, push can shove, they might attack the company. And when push can shove what Sora Limited, Sakurai was kind of cautious about is that the company might blame Nintendo, might blame Sakurai for the Pandora's box. So he didn't want to open that Pandora's box, so he just said, sorry, we could not reveal the list because, like I said in my previous video, I kind of did an analogy, but the bottom line is like, see, we wanted Sora. A lot of people wanted Sora. Disney, Square Enix, what the heck? You guys are stupid, to a point that maybe some of them might do something scary. They might like threaten them, maybe dox the people there because they got so pissed that why would you not put Sora in Smash? So Sakurai just being cautious, hey, I don't want to deal with this because it's going to make it harder for us. And that's what he said. So sort of, he's still not going to show the ballot, but you kind of see the idea like who is the top 5 on the ballot. Because, and I said before in my previous video, why is Ridley, King K. Rool, and Simon in the game, in the base roster as new characters? Because of the ballot. So you kind of see, number 1 was Sora, so finally, because the most requested character. Number 2 probably going to be Bayonetta, makes sense, because again, that's what she won the Wii U. And then probably 3 of them, Simon, Ridley, and King K. Rool, whatever, they're probably 2 to 5, that's it. And then whoever, 6 and so on, it's probably some weird ones, probably going to be like people said, Shrek, Goku, Iron Man, whatever. But he got trolls, but the idea is when it comes to just the video game, you're probably going to think the top 5 are Simon Belmont, King K. Rool, Ridley, Bayonetta, and Sora. So kind of makes sense to some extent there. Yeah, like I said, gotta give props to Sakurai to a lot of this character, especially in Ultimate, because there's a lot of stories. Of course, trying to put in third-party characters in the game. I mean, logically, you should put him in the game because that helps you boost your game. But some people don't see that, especially the Japanese. An example is in Brawl with MEGAMAN. There was a rumor that they were going to put in MEGAMAN for Brawl. Keiji Inafune gave the blessing, but Capcom said no at a time because they just didn't want any risk. So they're like, what the fudge? And of course, Wii U 3DS, MEGAMAN is finally in. And then Cloud for Wii U. According to Sakurai, and I talked about it before, they wanted a Final Fantasy rep and they said Cloud. So he tried his best to convince Square. And apparently he said it was really hard, but then they said, fine, we'll see what it is. But of course, what the catch is, oh, you don't have his English voice. Oh, you only get like 2 songs for his stage, Midgard, and that's it. Again, I mean, they were a bit more open now with Sephiroth, but still not enough. Same goes with Dragon Quest. Of course, the song, no remake. They don't do that shit. Because when they do the remake song, it's always a request by the actual people who did the game, the song of that game. So probably Square Enix said, yeah, we're not doing this. Even you pay us because we don't have time for this, or you're not going to be able to afford us. Like, Square Enix, kiss my ass. So, there you go, there. Yeah, so that's the story with why Sora is very important, and it makes sense to end Ultimate with Sora. So, the question is, a lot of people now thinking, will this game ever going to be supported in the long run? Will they update this game? For me personally, it's a possibility. they'll probably either hire someone else, maybe a no-name developer, maybe that knows Smash Brother. Maybe they'll hire Namco Bandai again to some extent, but again, who knows? Maybe it'll be Capcom this time, maybe someone else. But the bottom line is that Project Sora is not going to be behind this, where they're going to do some sort of like maybe an expansion to this game, like maybe add more stages, add more spirit, and maybe import the trophies from the previous game to Ultimate. Again, who knows? Like I said, Sakurai is done. Like, don't let the guy do this game anymore. He's tired. You can tell that he's really happy that he doesn't have to do this. Even so, he loves it. So, possibly, or another one is that they can just do a deluxe version for this, for either the Switch Pro or the next generation of Switch. Again, who knows? Just add more characters. The game's perfect for what it is. Just add more. That's the best thing. Like, don't even do from scratch, because I doubt Sakurai is going to do another Smash Bros. After this. I think he's done. So the best part at this point on is just add stuff. Improve some minor adjustment, but just add stuff. Retrofit it with rollback netcode. Probably you're good to go there. Again, that's it. Like, they already opened Pandora's box with Sora. So you never know. Maybe now you can put in something that's a non-video game character. Maybe you can put in TMNT. Maybe Goku now at this one point, but far-fetched. But still, you get the idea what I'm saying there. So, like I said, should they do another Smash Bros. In the long run? Probably not, because this is the ultimate. Be happy with this. Yeah, the online sucks, but you got a lot of characters here. And just add more in the long run. I mean, I don't think you don't need Project Sora at this point on. I mean, you already got the base. Just add more stuff there. And let's see what else. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like, just make it deluxe. Maybe Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 2. Maybe Pro. Whatever. Just add a subtitle, an expansion. But the bottom line is just add an expansion pack. Don't bother doing a new version. If it's not broken, why fix it? There you go. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on why Sora is very important for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like I said, for the time being, it should be fine that Smash Bros. Ultimate has ended. You don't need more new updates. Maybe in 2023 to some extent. Maybe late 2022. But like I said, they're probably going to hire someone else to do it. Maybe this time it's going to have a new director. Yeah, because like I said, Sakurai is done. Like, he is done. So, yeah. So, again, hashtag thank you, Sakurai. You did everything. That was awesome. What you offer, worth every penny. I bought that game when it first came out. Bought the fighter pass because I trusted Sakurai. So, yeah, once the character comes out on October 18, I'm going to do a showcase. And, of course, in my main channel, I am starting to, once again, do my impression of the other character for Fighter Pass 2. I did take a hiatus because I had some personal issue I have to fix. I have some business I had to do that non-MMGS related, so that's why. So, but in the long run, like I said, teaser, if you subscribe to this channel and my main channel, my impression of those characters will be starting again, but it'll be a while, so just saying that. So anyway, hashtag thank you, Sakurai, and with that, I'll see you guys later.